If you have tried LeetCode but had no idea where to start, or you have been solving questions but still feel like you are not improving, I have been there. I have solved over 200 LeetCode questions and even had the chance to interview for companies like BlackRock and DoorDash. But I still feel like along the way I made some mistakes which I wish I avoided. So, in this video, I'll show you the best way to do LeetCode if I had to start again from zero. We will cover where to start, how to actually get better, the mistakes you should avoid, and the exact system I would follow. So the first question is, where do you even start? Because when you open LeetCode, it's honestly overwhelming. There are so many problems and you don't really know what to do, so most people just start solving random questions. I did the same thing, but that's actually not the right way. Instead, you need to follow a structured path. Don't think of LeetCode as solving questions. Think of it as understanding patterns. Like arrays, two pointers, sliding window. These patterns repeat again and again. So just follow a roadmap. The one I used myself and would recommend is neetcode.io. If you search for NeetCode 150, that list basically covers all the patterns you need for interview. Just start from the top and go in order. Don't jump between random questions. Start with easy, then move to medium, and then if you want, try a harder problem of the same pattern. And when you get stuck, which you will, just watch the solution. I used to watch NeetCode's explanations a lot, and that's completely normal. In the starting, your goal should not be speed, it's understanding. Now, the real question is, how do you actually get better at LeetCode? Because just solving problems doesn't mean you are improving. I used to solve a question, get the answer, and just move on to the next one. And honestly, that doesn't work at all. The real improvement comes from how you solve each problem. So, this is what you should do. First, try the problem yourself, spend maybe 10 to 20 minutes on it, and really think about it. But if you're stuck, don't sit there for an hour. Just look at the solution or watch a neat code explanation. And don't feel bad about it. That's actually how you learn. Then try to understand the solution properly, not just the code, but why it works. Then close it and try to write the whole solution yourself. After that, come to the same question after a few days and see if you can actually solve it yourself again without any help. That's how you actually improve. And one more tip that would have actually saved me weeks. Once you finish all the problems of a pattern, like two pointer, just take a notebook and write down what the pattern actually is, when to use it, why it works, and just spend time really understanding the pattern. Because once you truly understand a pattern, you can solve almost any problem of that type. And only after that, move on to the next pattern. Now let's talk about some of the mistakes you should avoid, because honestly, I made all of these. The first mistake is solving randomly, just opening LeetCode, picking any question, and solving it. It feels productive, but it's not. You're not building any real understanding that way. The second mistake is focusing on quantity, because if you're trying to solve more and more problems to increase your count, trust me on this, you are making a mistake. Because solving 50 problems and understanding them properly is way better than solving 200 random questions and not understanding them. The third mistake is ego, not looking at solutions because you want to solve everything on your own. I used to do this a lot and it just slows you down. Looking at solution is part of learning. And the last mistake is not revising the problems. You solve it once and then never come back to it. If you do so, you are making a big mistake. The real improvement comes from repetition. If you solve a problem, just come back to it after a week or after 3 days and solve it again. If you can solve it, watch the solution and then again solve it. That's how you will actually understand the patterns. First, I would pick a roadmap, something like NeetCode 150, and I would go through it one pattern at a time. Not randomly, not jumping around, just one pattern properly. For each pattern, I would start with easy problems, understand them, then move to medium and maybe one hard problem. While solving, I would follow the same process every time. Try it myself, get stuck, look at the solution, understand it, code it again, and revise it later. And once I finish a pattern, I would take some time and make sure I actually understand it. Maybe write it down or just think through it clearly. Only after that, I would move on to the next pattern. And I would do this consistently every day, even if it's just a few problems. That's it, nothing complicated, just a simple system done properly. And yeah, I'm also on this journey right now, trying to get better every day. I'm building projects and trying to work on some startup ideas. So if you are interested in that, just follow along. Thanks for watching.